Okay, so today's today's just a different day. It's a special day with a unified date. Let me quickly say that so you need to know. It is 25th of December 2023, and I mean it's a very big day. It's so crazy. Like it's funny to say, Mom. You know, when Mom said hi to me on the phone today, and she'd be like, "Have you eaten rice?" And I said, "Mom, I've not even eaten rice." But it's funny, right? It used to be a day when growing up we say, if you don't eat rice, you feel so incomplete. But then I'm not really saying I'm hungry, but I would definitely get to eat rice just to make Mom happy today. But you don't need to talk less about today. It's a day that I could say, do you need an advert for today? Does it need a hype to say and the rest of that? But obviously, yes, it does. So, Kizzy K, why not start the show by saying a Merry Christmas to your people on the outside? Okay, so let me do it properly, right? You need to know. Merry Christmas to you amazing listeners out there. Welcome to the Football Fans Lounge. It's a very beautiful time again on the radio. Only one man should take the glory. I could talk about the big G all day. I'm talking about the Most High. Thank God for life. The season is a time for love. The atmosphere for me looks very incredible. And I could say the people are looking lovely as well in the studio. David, still joining. Maybe you have to say a word to me why he just stepped into the studio. But that's, we'll talk about that later on. Okay, I've got a man on the show as well with me. Not really making his debut. He's been here before. I mean, some counts to count. Sikan is in the building today to talk with me. But then, it's a special time because you out there, you're the major reason why I'm seated here. It's funny to say you're the reason why I did collect salary. TG. That make sense. Okay, so anyways, back to talking ways business as usual. Welcome to the Football Fans Lounge. My name is Kizzy K, the voice of the mic. You need to know this again. Let me quickly let you know nobody can hurt me. Not even Jude can barely harm me. My team and I remain very strong. That's the reason why nobody can mark us like Rashford. I love to shoot from the outside like I'm Freddy Valverde. Score a lot of goals on the radio like I'm that very man. Victor Osimhen. Talk about Santiago Jimenez or Feyenoord, or maybe you could just say Erling Haaland. But then it's a very big time on the radio. Today on the show, we'll talk about the Super Eagles. 2 friendly games coming up, the Cape Verde game and also, the Burkina Faso game. And if you do your mathematics very well, you would agree with me, 20 days to go for the AFCON right there in Ivory Coast. Joseph Pesero, what is he really cooking at this time? We'll talk about that. Also, Osimhen got a new contract, good signing, right? But a red card against the Roma side. I saw Victor, Varas running up and down that very game, but it's just what it is. I don't know if I would say that's a bad omen. I'm just saying you have to let me know better off if Osimhen had to sign a pen of paper to Napoli to stay more, extend his contract, but then he could still leave if the summer finishes. It depends on him and also Kalenda, his agent. Now we'll talk about Man United. What exactly is wrong with the club at the moment? Sergeant Ratcliffe coming up 25% stake. Going to is he going to change anything on the pitch, on and off the field? We'll talk about that. A bad record: 1 win, 2 draws, and 4 losses in the last 7 games, and all comes, and that's a bad one. Rasmus Højlund also not scored a goal in the Premier League. What is wrong? When I say it's a wrong signing, I'm not going to say that. You let me know. Also, Kudus not so bad. I mean, looking at a great signing from West Ham. I'm seeing the transition in the West Ham right now because David Moyes has replaced Gerard Bowen up to join the attacking role, and then Mohamed Kudus replacing. It felt like Declan Rice is not being missed, but no, not same wing though. But I think it's a nice play for West Ham. Kudus really doing well. Paqueta really enjoying the guy. Good signing, well and full involvement. And Tal will not let me talk about his notes because he said, Kudus, what do you make about your celebration? He said, I just want there to take a deep breath. I'm just tired, right? He said so. So we'll talk about that. And also the last time Arsenal got a result at Anfield was September 2012, and then Mikel Arteta was still involved as a player. So I could say what's really buried at Anfield. Which team had a better game when Arsenal visited Anfield? Let us say you will never walk alone. And what do you make about that very game? I'll say Mikel, I feel bad for him, but Declan Rice, a player I would not forget in a hurry. But what about Dominic Szoboszlai and also Mohamed Salah? Would he be missed if he leaves for the Nations Cup? Then Martin Odegaard, the handball, we'll talk about that. Also, that was a push on Alexander-Arnold on that Kai Havertz. We'll talk about that. No penalty on that. Then Chelsea, not clinical in front of goals. You have an excuse for Chelsea. Is Nicholas Jackson a good signer for Chelsea? We'll talk about that. What does Poche need to put in place at the club? We'll talk about that. Now, also, David Beckham from Most Harvey, the current report says Sergio, Roberto, and Luka Modric maybe just likely might be joining. I'm just saying. Inter Miami, just maybe. All of this we'll talk about wrapped up all in one show, but then hopefully because of time frame we might not go talk about this one. Then maybe tomorrow or thereabout talk about the Gary Neville message to Jim Ratcliffe, talk about what team We'll talk about the AFCON players leaving for the Nations Cup. We'll talk about the best manager for the mid-season, favorite goal for you, the biggest surprise moment, memorable moments for you, the champions, the top 4 relegated teams. All of this we'll talk about, hopefully, but not now on the show because of time frame. Now, also, this will be a must, right? I'm going to talk about Manchester United Sergeant Ratcliffe. I'm not going to stop that. If you're missing out, please just you want to do a record, it will still be nice to do so because I'll be talking about extensively about Man United right now and what has been going on and how and what maybe should be put in place. All of this. I've got David E and also Sekan with me. David E, you're not going to talk fast because you just came into the studio. Do you owe me an explanation? Maybe yes. But Sekan, let me start with you. You're welcome to the show. It's a long time. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Lagos. Merry Christmas, Kizzy K. It's always nice to be on the show, and I'm always excited anytime I'm seated here on this very exalted platform.
How have you been?
Very well.
You left us. You went alone. Can I say the contract wasn't signed? What's going on?
Okay, yeah, I came in here on trial. I think the manager didn't see reasons to keep me or to put pens to paper. Okay. So I had to go look for a better.
Sometimes it works like
better
that,
playing time out there,
Okay, so just what it is. That's the voice of Sekan. You hear him oftentimes on the radio with me sometimes. But David, you're welcome. Let's talk. How are you? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Kizzy. And right now, he just sounded like Chuba Bomb. Who has not really taken
looked his way, right?
Okay, so apologies for stepping in a bit late.
They might not understand why, but maybe I would. Should I give the benefit of the doubt?
No.
You owe something different.
No.
Oh, say it. Let's hear you.
I had to, use the excuse of someone who is also in the studio and on the bench as well.
Okay, that's what's up, right?
He just had to make that happen. But then, it's always a beautiful, beautiful time being here. And yes, Merry Christmas to every single person listening this beautiful evening. Like Kizzy said earlier, you are the reason why we're here. I mean, we cannot just come and sit down and be talking sports. But of course, again, Merry Christmas to you, and of course to every other person.
So, David, have you eaten rice today?
Yes, I did.
You have. You never knew this time. No. How come? When did you do that?
This morning.
Oh, okay.
No. This
is that to say?
I think I took tea bread this morning. Sometime around noon. I did.
Well, I call that a Christmas rice. Is it different rice? It means a different day, different date, a unified date as well.
Yeah, because this was a different rice.
Sekan, what about you? Eating rice today?
But I don't chop rice, so guy.
Okay, so you heard them say that they've eaten rice. Mom, like I said before I came on the radio, Mom called me and said, like, have you eaten rice? If I was home, right, I would have eaten rice by now. But it's about me. I think I'm an adult, right? I can choose what I want to do. It's not.
About 5 with chop rice.
I would do so because of Mom. But it's not really yastic. But it's a thing for me growing up. Right now, I would have had one of those shoes showing lights.
Oh my!
That's
God.
the pattern of my hairstyle. Back in the days, I love to see. I love to talk about that. But quickly, let's run. I don't know how time per me, but let's quickly go. We did see what happened on the cut of the week, where we saw. Her name is Rebecca Welch, stepping onto the pitch, becoming the Premier League first ever female referee. She took charge of the Fulham game against Burnley that played out. And also Paris Saint-Germain have verbally agreed a deal to sign Lucas Berardo from Sao Paulo, 20 million fee, and that's the rate. Now, a bad news from the MPFL, I must say, culture demands I need to do this. Sunday for the MPFL, that date was on 24th. That was the eve. That was just losing that game. Taiwo Dosumu, the Sunshine Star, the assistant Kate manager, died after failing to survive the gunman attack on the team on the 7th of December on their way to Benin.
Wow. And
he died on a Friday at the Unit Bench. And I could say rest in peace, legend, to say it doesn't sound good, but if I look at the story, what emanated, what led to this death, it's not really worth it. We talk about security every day. It's not a political show, but if I have my time, I would want to talk about that. But then, rest in peace is all I can say. And council demands, this one is for Taye Dosumu. Rest in peace is all I can say. So Man United result away from home against top 9 clubs in the Premier League in 2023. I can't talk about that because of time frame. Let's quickly get this one. Willy Cambrada becomes the 248th graduate from the Man United youth system to feature in the men's first team and the fourth to do so under manager Erik ten Hag. Congratulations to that young man. Now, Man United have gone 4 straight games without scoring for the first time since 1992. 946 Premier League minutes. Højlund has 0 Premier League goals or assists. Now, Lucas Paqueta and Mohamed Kudus have now combined for 3 goals in West Ham last 2 Premier League games. Paqueta and Kudus against Wolves, we did see that. Paqueta and Kudus against United, we saw that combination as well. Now, Jude Bellingham also was in the stand to watch Sunderland play, where the little brother Joby was in the game. Now, Rodrigo, we just see him with a different hair look. Now, I love what happened on the course of the week. Was it weekend? Weekend, better word. Townsend scoring a goal and, went in, making that move, searching for the jersey of luck here, and he dedicated that goal. Also, Richarlison, talk about Fields Club. 2-1 against,
Everton.
Everton. I love the Andre Gomez goal. Then Solanke with a hat-trick, because they say that the games away from home, and that's a good game just at the safety ground. Now, moving on, I talked about Rebecca Wales. She has become the first woman to ever referee a Premier League match. Anthony Langer has many Premier League goals this season than every Man United attacker combined. David, how you feel about that?
Well, I for Man United right now, I don't know, man.
Okay, so let me go off that. So Kostas Tsimikas he's in the hospital, right? After suspected collarbone injury, after wiping off, the manager that very game. But then he will be fine, right? He will be fine. Trent Alexander-Arnold also hit a crossbar after Liverpool had a 5-on-1. Declan Rice is the man I talk about it, that very one. Then Mo Salah becomes the first ever, or the first player in the Premier League history to score 10 plus goals against Man United, Man City, and Arsenal. Mo Salah surpasses Michael Owen 150 to move upright into the top 10 scorers in the Premier League history. Now, Karim Adeyemi, we heard about him being in Nigeria. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Welcome development. And he made him happy. He's not in the team.
No, it's not the first time Karim Adeyemi is visiting Nigeria. He actually has a football club out there in Ibadan. So I think his parents are based there. So Karim Adeyemi has visited Nigeria. I think this should be the 3rd time. So and I think I don't know why he actually chose Germany over Nigeria, and now he's feeling he would have loved to play for the Super Eagles.
Partially, you should know why.
But David, there's space for him in the Super Eagles now. Is it late?
No.
I see.
Provision.
I don't think there was space in the German side for him.
I don't think. You see, a player of that caliber needs to be on top of his game, like week in, week out, like has to be playing at the top level of his game to make a sniff at the German national team. But then also looking at the Super Eagles, I don't also think he would be favored over any other Super Eagles player currently. Reasons being that his size. When you look at yes, foreign. Yeah, listen. Let me say what I need to say. When you talking about the AFCON, when you're playing at the AFCON, you see there's always strength.
It's physical.
Very, very physical. AFCON is very, very physical. And then when you're looking at a player of his size, wasn't born in Nigeria, didn't grow in Nigeria, knows only what he knows to do is the flair game and the sense game. And that doesn't work in AFCON. And that is why sometimes the Super Eagles fail to really do well at the AFCON whenever they have all foreign base, or whenever they have a lot of players not born in Nigeria or grow or played in Nigeria in the first team of the national team. Anytime they play against an African side in the African soil, is always a problem because they're always being bullied. The field is not always favorable to them, and a lot of things are always against such players.
All right, so let's go off that now. William Saliba and Martin Odegaard handball during the Liverpool game. We'll have a time to talk. We'll have to look into the time frame. He said, of course, I think it was a penalty. Then Bukayo Saka on Kostas Tsimikas incident said, I want to apologize for it. I didn't mean it, of course, but for me, it was just a 50-50. Now, Victor Osimhen signed a new contract extension at Napoli, contract valid until June 2026. Huge salary rise for the CAF best player. Release clause of 130 million euro confirmed. He is free to leave the club as early as next summer. Now, Hurricane lodged in a 5-star hotel for 6 months and just moved out on Saturday. And you needed to see the way the hotel workers were really, really pleased with him. I mean, Hurricane, 5-star hotel, 6 months. If it's more than Nigerian doing that, he has the money. So also we did see Jose Mourinho and Vitor Kvaratskhelia get into that very moment where we saw a true red card for Napoli side. I'm so sorry for Masara right now. I don't know how he feels, but Mohamed Kudus about the celebration, he said, I just went to sit down and take a deep breath. I was tired. Now, Man City are on the verge of signing, preparing the 25 million euro offer to buy Claudio Echeverri with an intention to leave the 17-year-old on loan at River Plate for 6 to 12 months. Now, Ronaldo was in attendance on that day of reckoning. Talk about the boxing game. John Tawada, Anthony Joshua, let me quickly go of that. And also, man of the match in the first game at Anfield, William Saliba has been immense since joining Arsenal. Manager Ten Hag, David E. Club have lost 10 plus games in the same season before Christmas for the first time in 93 years. Man United have failed to score in 4 consecutive games for the first time in 31 years. This is not a very good Christmas for them. Now, West Ham have won their way back to back, like in the Premier League against Man United for the first time since, look at the record this man is putting.
He's breaking record.
Since December 2007, they extended their unbeaten run at the London Stadium to 7 games across all comps. Now, Rangers Football Club International side will be back as newly renovated home ground this coming Thursday.
Today's
so they have the Thursday, the 28th, to have the game at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, the Cathedral is called. Now, Liverpool Constance Simicas has suffered a broken collarbone. He will be ruled out of action for as long as it's doubtful for the Euro 2024. I feel so bad about that. So Chelsea have missed the most chances in the Premier League this season, 36 than any other side. No player has received more yellow cards in the Premier League this season than Nicholas Jackson, 8. Some say you buy strike, I mean this call with the color you look at. So Christopher Nkunku scored the first Premier League goal for Chelsea on his debut. Chelsea have lost 4th straight match away from home, the 6-10 in the place in the Premier League. Also, I must commend Remo Stars quickly on the show and for what they did to the fans and the community as well in Ikene right there. It was good to see them dishing out so many nice goodies or packages for their fans. Now, most valuable squad in the world, like according to report now. Let me leave that. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Let me just quickly go. Nkunku, okay, I talked about that. Sergio Ratcliffe acquired a 25% stake of United. He has also he has other investment in football, including Football Club Lausanne Sports of Switzerland and OG Nice of the French Ligue 1. I want to quote the Englishman this evening on the show. He said, "Our shared ambition is clear. We all want to see Man United back where we belong. I love the world where we belong." I mean, he shows he's an integral part of the team at the very top of the English European world football. And we can talk more of this more. Okay, 25% stake. Let's talk about the Super Eagles upcoming game. Let me go on that quickly. Do I have that? Okay, Super Eagles will play 2 friendly games in January before AFCON, Cape Verde and also Burkina Faso. Then Fenerbahce stay on top after a goalless draw in that game. So guys, let's talk now quickly because of time frame. So let me quickly apologize, Lagos City, because I get into your time for 5:40. The lines will be open hopefully, but let's see how it goes. I'm thinking I might not talk about the Sergio Ratcliffe talk maybe tomorrow, but let's go on this. Super Eagles 2 friendly games, Cape Verde, Burkina Faso, 20 days to go. Sikam,
yeah,
you've not been here with us all the while, so what is your take about Pesero? Can there be magic? Sincerely, tell me, do you think we can win the Nations Cup?
Yeah, we can.
We can, right?
Yeah,
How prepared are we?
Okay, when it comes to the Nations Cup, the Super Eagles have gotten more medals in the Nations Cup than any other team. You know, you can even say than all the West African team combined. The Super Eagles, when it comes to the Nations Cup, they are a different dogs, you know, in the Nations Cup. Right. And then when you look at what Jose Pizarro is trying to do with the Super Eagles, I think especially in the goalkeeping department, you're looking at him having Stanley Nwabili from Chippa United. Look at the guy with the frame. Looking at him protecting Uzor all the while. Look at his frame. And he has also invited Christian Nwuke of Sporting Lagos. The frame. So, and then when you're looking at what he's trying to do, he's trying to bring guys with the frame in the goal.
Are you cool with the MPFL Let's Play as 3? Are you cool?
Yes. Reasons being that currently, you see, with what you just announced today, you see why players don't want to stay in the MPFL. There's lesser quality in the MPFL. If you try to watch most of their games, you
think so?
Yes, I say so. Compared to after watching the MPFL for a very long time.
No, that session is very wrong.
Okay. Can you let me wait?
If you're going to start using assertions like that, then you have to tell me the reason why Bassi, what's this guy's name, Dennis, is not scoring goals.
Okay, it's your opinion. It's your opinion. If I tell you we have lesser quality in the MPFL currently, I'm referring to as per before now. You get, I've started watching the MPFL for a very long time. I have been watching the MPFL even in the season when Enyimba won the CAF Champions League. That's as far back 2002.
Okay.
And then when you're looking at that squad, then you add a Jutes Frimpong that played from in
Ghana.
a Ghanaian, and you look at Muri Ogunbi that came from Benin Republic. And I remember Enyama in the squad. You know you had a goalkeeper, David Otikase. Now later went to Lobby Stars. We had Emeka Nwani. We had Ndidi Anumunu. When you look at players of this quality, you begin to wonder where those players went to. Okay, now you went to you go to what's it called, Julius Berger, and you have Endura Sedao. What are you telling me?
So it was a different ball game.
Yes, it was a different ball game. That same Julius Berger had a certain Odion Igalo. That same Julius Berger that same Julius Berger used to have what's his name now? Yakuba Yegbeni. Listen. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Then you would have a player that could challenge every position in the Super Eagles. There was quality. You barely had players with okay, let me just tell you. When last did a player from the MPFL move to the top 5 league in Europe? We had Ahmed Musa leave Kano Pillars. Excuse me.
Forever.
You had Ahmed Musa leave Kano Pillars straight into VVV Velo and he was playing. We had a Mikel Obi from Plateau United and he went straight to Lyn Oslo in Norway. I can mention over and over. Vincent Ijeoma left from Enyimba to clubs. So how many players can you have?
This can be another talk again for another day. But so let me get your point taken very clearly. You say Pesero.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Like what brought us to this one is that three players from the MPFL.
Cool
yes, I'm cool with it because when you look at the outfield player, you look at how not confident they are with the ball. You look at some players in their defense. You watch the MPFL.
I dare say you don't follow this league.
Let me let David.
I dare say without disrespect, you don't follow the league.
Okay. I will tell you.
If you see the league,
I'll tell you.
That's what Lagos by style.
Okay, thank you.
Better than the Super Eagles.
Thank you. I was going there.
Is better than the Super Eagles.
I was going there. Rebel Stars.
Plateau United is better than the Super Eagles.
No, let's go.
I see the league every other week.
Excuse me.
Don't do that to the league.
Okay, let me. Okay, let's go. You say Sporting League. If you talk about Remo Stars,
I've also mentioned Plateau United.
Remo Stars, thank you. Remo Stars are doing well. Remo Stars are doing well. They are doing well for themselves. But how far have they go? How far did they do in Europe?
Style of play?
How far did they do in Europe with that style of play?
Africa.
Sorry, in Africa, in CAF with that style of play. Enyimba is doing well. How far did they do with that style in CAF? See, I want to tell you the same Kano Pillars that went as far as going into the group stage of CAF. Those days, I want to tell you the Rangers that got to the semi-finals. I want to tell you Enyimba that won the CAF Champions League back to back. I want to tell you I can go. I want to tell you. I want to tell you. ICC shooting stars that won.
Okay, guys, let's go. Let's just go off that. It's gonna be a very bigger time. What you just having here, just a small bit of what you're yet to see. The Nations Cup is really coming up. David over here, big guys. Mr. P over here, Sikan over here. I mean, it's a big family timeout. Also, we're having brands coming in as well. So it will be very big time in the Nations Cup. We talk, we analyze, we go down and let you know. Sikan's really been optimistic, saying for several. I mean, I'm laughing because it's the only guy I've seen who has gone contrary to the guests on the show. David E. and Mr. Phil have never given up Pesero benefit of a doubt in that way. They feel like it's one of the days, right? So quickly away from that, let's talk about Victor Osimhen's new contract signed. Good move. David E. Osimhen got the red card against Roma, and I'm asking myself, is that a bad omen?
I saw
the day he was supposed to be celebrating.
I saw the drama between Mourinho, Osimhen, right. It was actually funny for me, but then it still doesn't take away the quality of these players.
Okay.
Even though, in the spur of the moment, these guys, they react to whatever gets to them. But that signing of the new contract, bigger money for Napoli, because if any player or any manager is going to come for this guy, they'll be coming with a huge amount of money. So
I mean, look at the release clause is big, 130 million euros.
It's not really big for some clubs.
He's not big, but it's
if
big.
you're going to look at maybe clubs like City,
I know you can't compare with all this, the Gavi, the Pedro, those kind of
exactly. So it's actually
an African player.
It's actually big.
It's not big. If you can sign an Enzo for that amount and look at what he's giving us on the pitch.
What Enzo? Is it Wataru?
No, not Enzo.
Enzo,
not Endo.
Oh, okay.
Enzo Fernandez. And also, I think they have a 200 million midfield. Casado, Moses Casado, and Enzo. Come on. 130 from Osimhen.
What for an African player?
For an African player, what do you mean? For an African player, see, we've had African player do themselves very well. You know, of course, Mo Salah is an African player.
Right.
Mane is an African player.
I also believe that Napoli is trying to just cash in big on Osimhen
because he can still leave by the summer.
Yes.
If he was going to go by this summer, they would not get anything that amount.
See,
so
it's a win-win. I think it's a win
from business perspective for now.
Yes, it's a business. Yes, it's a win-win situation. You see, Osimhen is trying to be like he wants to be grateful to what Napoli is doing for me, because else he would have gone last season. No, he cannot just leave that way, because if he's living that way, it will be a loss for Napoli. Napoli has made him big. They've put him on the map. For him to just leave for a cheap won't be nice for him.
Okay, so let's get on this one now. Man United, what exactly is wrong with the club? Sergio Ratcliffe now 25% stake. Is it going to change anything on and off the pitch? And David E, let me quickly remind you again to rub on your face: 1 win, 2 draws, 4 losses. In the last 7 games and all comes for United. What's going on? Waiting the Maguire.
Well, for United at this point, they are going through a moment that's quite a lot of fans would not want to see. Painfully, for the past 10-12 years, we've not had a sporting director, which is going to be a major, in fact, is a major problem. I mean, you cannot leave the box of getting players into the club to the manager. The manager will just pick 1 or 2 players that he's seen before, and not people that the sporting director would have said, okay, this is actually good for this style of play and all of that. So the Ineos group are going to come with everything within that space, and I strongly also do believe that it's going to really, really get a good face for United. But at the moment,
can anything change? 25%. So let me quickly let you know, some of the fans. Some fans are not. Is there like a mixed feelings?
Personally, I don't even like
some fans are not cool with it. Why? Some are saying, let's just give him a try. Now the Glazers, for me, is like a mind game. I'll risk one for the Ineos, right? And also Sergio Ratcliffe. Now we know him about in Formula 1. We know what he does in rugby. He knows of this game, but in football, he barely knows about the game. I understand Nice is a different style of play they play now. But then talking about a man, the one thing I love about Sergio Ratcliffe is the fact that he's a man I know that can put in his money in the club. He loves the club. But how well does he know about Man United?
Well, he is. Let's not forget that he's a Manchester United born.
I mean, I know
he had always loved the club
and supporter
and supporting the club. His recruitment team, particularly, I've forgotten his name now, that he will be coming with, that is touted as the next sporting director, has a known for
we've seen what he did in Juventus as well, Giancarlo.
Do you understand? Yes, exactly. So he has a nose for very, very good, fantastic players that would fit in the bill. Of course, if they would still allow Ten Hag be the manager, he would have to work with him and tell him, okay, this is your style of play. These are the players that can work with the style of play, and we have them touted.
I feel the manager will know what he wants for that. But let's talk about the Glazers family quickly now. The Glazers are just taking up 25% stake. I mean, they still own the majority of, they still decide what happens. Is it not on the detriment of Sergio Ratcliffe?
I think what they are trying to do is trying to appeal to the fans. Over the years,
but they've lost it already.
Listen, over the few months or few times that we've been hearing Glazers out, all of it. The fans wanting Glazers family to sell the club, so they are trying to give them a little breath of fresh air by allowing someone else in and trying to make that new person like the face of the new revolution that is coming. Like they now be like, oh, he's going to be coming with this, he's going to be coming with that. They are making the fans try to feel like, oh, this person is coming with something different. I think you guys should expect something big. Take the attention off them.
Exactly.
So that's what they are trying to do. They still own the club, they still own everything, but they are just trying to take a little attention off them right now, so that the fans can be calm and give the club the kind of support.
But say the way it is, they've not been doing well.
I think
from a business part, I think they're not really bad, but
they are not doing bad business wise. Manchester United still remains.
That's what they've been all about.
They still remain a big club. They still remain a big side. They can veer against any team in the world. Talk about players or anything, but it's just that on the field they've not been able to replicate that kind of time they had with Alex Ferguson in the past.
Okay, so let's run now. 6 minutes to go for the lines of open now. Quickly talk about Rasmus Højlund not scored a goal. Bad signing.
I don't think it's a bad signing.
When will he stop?
I honestly think that just the entire makeup of the team is a problem.
Okay.
Right. There is no. I wouldn't want to say that. In fact, President, let me say it clearly. There are no major creative players aside.
Is that the reason why he's not scoring?
Fernandes.
Has it been clinical?
From perspective of a fan who sees this game week in, week out, you have a Rashford who is just there and is not trying to make any passes, and of course out of form, but he's still playing. You have a what's his name again, Anthony, who is also there trying to just do his own leg walk and in the end shoot at sight. Nobody's creating for this guy, and he is just struggling.
I'm liking what you're saying, David. He got me stuck.
I feel
Rasmus Højlund is a good player.
No, it's definitely
every of his runs amazing. When you watch him run, have you seen his run?
Yes.
Have you seen him in time and
his
space?
His positioning is amazing.
I love the fact that you put the blame on the wingers.
Yes.
Ryan Giggs talked about that as well. Carrick talked about that.
True.
A player of his class. He keeps running, he never stops running, but the passes are not coming at the time.
I think not just the wingers here. I think Manchester United totally are just some kind of disjointed pebbles. You see, if you say Rasmus Højlund is a bad player, or you want to blame it on one or two players, you have to blame it on all the players, because nobody in Manchester United currently is playing well. You know, when you look at the goalkeeper, you know, it really went bad with Harry Maguire, because it felt like everything was going wrong with him. Valencia, Malaysia rather, every other person, Amrabat, nobody is actually doing well. Onana, it's not just coordinated, you know. So they really need to get it right from the managerial aspect, the ability to put all these pebbles together, these good players, arrange them together, get their area of strength, harness it to make a good team. I think that Manchester United side can beat any team in the world if well arranged. Yes, if they arrange them well.
So too, but again,
okay, so all right, go ahead.
Again, I also think that Ten Hag should take the blame even more.
Okay.
Right. Sometimes he makes some very unbelievable errors that in his selections now, and you just wonder what is wrong with you. You have a game. You had a game in your hands. The last one was the Galatasaray game.
Right.
2 goals up. Come on, hold on.
He wasn't decisive on that. Okay, so let's run now. I would have talked about Mohamed Kudus, good sign about David Moyes, but time not let's go into that. But the lines will be open very soon when you want to be part of the show. 0700 903 9039. 030700903903. We'll talk about all of this hopefully very, very soon. Just stay with us. Now quickly, let's talk about this Arsenal. The last time they got the result at Anfield, September 2012, Arteta was part of the team, and that game, what team would you say had a better game on that very time?
Honestly, I
could single out some players in Arsenal, but
I think Liverpool should have nixed that game, particularly with that.
They were the better side.
The very best side.
Okay.
With that last move lost by
Arnold, 5-2. I mean, painful, 5-2.
Very painful.
But Declan Rice, did you see that reading? I mean, did you see the run? The setback, did you see the way he read it?
Not just Declan, not just Declan. You also need to give kudos to Saliba, William Saliba. Saliba also charged in. What allowed Declan do what he was doing was because Saliba was coming. And then it actually disjointed this Liverpool side. They didn't know what they were about doing. Declan was going back, inviting them, keep coming, don't shoot, don't pass, keep coming. And then Saliba was charging in.
Right.
Oh, that was a very nice game.
But then again, I also felt what's his name? Saka should have been red carded in that game.
What?
Okay.
Not
just that.
No.
I don't agree with that at all. You see, initially when I saw it too, I was like, oh, Saka is gone. But when you look at what actually happened in that place, if you watch that ball closely, it was a slip on Saka. It was a slip on Saka, and he never touched it.
Okay, now when you talk about slip, now let me quickly take it to Martin Odegaard. He also slipped as well. Was that a handball for you or not?
That was a penalty for me.
Penalty? What about you?
Oh, I don't know. I actually missed that action. For me
because you know, when we talk about this,
I would have loved to go watch that again.
We're talking about the Saka slip. His hand was on the floor.
So that's a type.
But this guy purposely It was a typical one.
No sleep. Say no. Is it my
he did sleep.
Okay, you see, he's trying to.
His balance would have helped more if his hand went to the floor.
You see, sometimes these players to use their psychology to do things. You could say it's a penalty. If it was given as a penalty, we won't be arguing this. Right. Fine. But the thing is this: when you know you're sleeping, you know that when they go to VAR, they will look at that slip first. Yes. They will look at that slip first and be like, oh, right, he couldn't help himself.
No, but that was
okay. So can I quickly comment that the last open, so we talk about that, but quickly about that one. That was a typical penalty. For no reason, I wonder why the referee didn't give that. I still watch again, and when I listen to what's the legend of Arsenal, the White.
Iron Right.
Iron Right. Yeah, he said the truth this time around. He said,
I saw that too.
He had to say. He said he don't know why.
His hand practically went down.
He was sleeping. Was it sleeping off? Yes. But that was dispossessed. I mean, he dispossessed the ball from where he was going.
True.
And was in a bad area.
Yes.
That's a penalty for me.
And I think probably
That's
that was given as a penalty. If that was given as a penalty, Arsenal will have also had a penalty.
Havertz and
Havertz, yes.
I was going to talk about that. You think so?
Yeah. So I think, and someone made a very good argument in that that if that penalty, that you see that game was a very dicey one.
I don't want to agree with that with you.
That of Havertz was not the penalty.
Do you know something? See, there are big games and there are big refs.
Yes.
They know what they do.
Yes.
He was being conscious. Sometimes when you're trying to be the most, I mean, what's his name? Simon Halep. One of them. Is this Simon Halep? No. I can't recall the ref's name, but you know Simon. Simon Hooper. So Hooper, that's the name.
Yeah, I think
Simon Halep is a tennis player. Sorry.
Yeah.
Simon Hooper. That's the referee.
Hooper.
The other time he made a mistake about the referee. That Haaland. Did you see that whistle that he blew?
The counter attack.
Yeah. Sometimes they make a very big mistake at the detriment of club side.
True.
Now that Kai own, when you watch, I know I was going to talk about the Kai own. When you talk about the Kai own and Arnold own, Kai was almost going on the ground already. But then, was there contact? Yes, but it was not enough. It can be in a big game like that.
Yes.
To give a penalty. But that's of Odegaard, come on. But let's go up that quickly now. Let's talk about Chelsea because of time frame. 5:40. Goodness me. Chelsea not clinical. What's wrong with Chelsea? What's going on with Chelsea? Nicolas Jackson is bad signing. You're laughing at him.
If you say Nicolas Jackson is a bad signing,
I'm just asking. I'm saying.
I don't know. Nicolas Jackson and Nunes of Liverpool are in the same WhatsApp. They are in the same WhatsApp.
No.
Wait, listen. Nunes has more contribution.
No. Listen. Let me land. They are in the same WhatsApp group. I call him Mrs. Nunes. Nunes can miss anything in the world.
No, of course he
can even miss his wedding.
But can you compare his contribution thus far?
Okay, now you wouldn't do that. Reasons being that Liverpool are actually doing well. They have a lot of players actually doing well.
What about his contribution with Salah as well? I mean, it's just not comparison.
So I
Nunes has been amazing.
Compare
Nunes and Jackson.
Come on,
this is his first season, you know.
Okay, so let's open the line 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. So let's get a talk right now. What's your take about that? And also David Beckham quickly now. David Beckham, what is he cooking in Inter Miami? Rumors have it that Modric might be joining, and also Sergio Roberto.
He's a businessman.
Businessman, right?
He's a businessman.
So he's making good business.
Yes. Even with that, he's still considerate about his football.
If you
because you cannot look past Modric in football.
No, aside looking past Modric, look at what Beckham is doing. If you look at the antecedent around Beckham and what he's doing,
Are you in? Hello.
Hello, Kijike.
You're welcome to the show. Good evening to you. How are you today? Merry Christmas to you.
I'm good. Merry Christmas to you and your guys over there.
Yeah, thank you so much. What is your name?
This is Mr. Paulinus from Isolo.
Mr. Paulinus from Isolo. You're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. I just want to say hi, and then you people make me happy throughout the VOP station. Make my day today.
Thank you.
Morning till 9. You people are making my day.
We've got you covered.
Well done work.
Thank you so much.
Almighty God will protect all of us. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen. Thank you so much. Paulinus from Isolo. All right, say man. You can also be part of the show 0700 903 903 903. Our supporter is also okay 0700 903 9039. What do you want to call on the show? Have a chit chat with us. Let us know. Do you think that handball, that one's Hello, who's home? Welcome to the show. Good evening.
Good evening, and guys in the studio.
How are you today?
Good evening.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas. What's your name? Can you hear me? Ebuka from Alaba. You're cool today. What's going on? Why are you cool? Ebuka Alaba is not open.
Yes, till next year.
Oh, you feel bad about it. You love business, so this guy. All right, talk to me. Can you look me in my eyes, look me in my face, and tell me that Martin Odegaard's one was not a handball? Can you say that?
Kiziki.
I'm listening to you. That's my name.
This Chelsea game, Chelsea. That guy Jackson is not the problem. Jackson is not a number 9. He's a winger. I hope you know that.
Jackson is not. Why you want to say that? No, he's a striker. He's a forward. No, he's not. Okay, let me. Ebuka, can you hear me?
Yes,
I know the game has changed, so let me quickly correct you so you need to understand. We know when we say wingers, we know we say strikers. The striker word is still involved, but we say forward. Now, he is a number 9. Mm-hmm. He's not a winger. You could call him a forward. He's not a winger. When you watch Villarreal game, but I think more in Villarreal because on an Emery at some time when we saw one of his game, he likes to spread the game the other side. Yes. Are you there? So as a number 9, you can come from that way.
Score and give assist.
That's the striker now. Why not to score? Why is he not scoring goals? He left me. Okay, is he trying to defend him?
Maybe.
And it's not even his close side.
He left the question I asked him and he jumped to the other one.
He's making a case for him.
Okay, this one says Merry Christmas. I'll read that message. St. Michael on YouTube. I'll get to that. Hello, welcome to the show. Good evening. What's your name, location as well? How are you today? Merry Christmas.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Ernest, you're welcome. Talk to us.
Yeah. If you can, like the price bread. You want the price bread?
They're not doing it.
You want a price bread because they call that for that material like that for.
I want the price bands. Now you talk. I know you talk that time. I know you know go text me. You say wait. You see the Martinelli guy on this. Okay, wait. You want the
price that's that.
I know the price. Wait. Talk to me now. Is that not a penalty for you?
Well, if that was an handball, Arsenal could have get an handball to throw that foul.
You see what the radio is doing. You see what you have caused. So wait.
Let me tell you. Mm-hmm. Seriously, Arsenal are very lucky by that time.
Okay. Are you an Arsenal fan?
Yes, and as a fan, yes, as a fan.
Okay. All right, I'll take that.
Arsenal were very lucky. And talking about that game, when it comes to that game,
I'm here with you. Are you there?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I was so fast to end the call. I think he's in business. Sound like someone who's in business, but I heard him. He's saying Arsenal was the lucky one for Arsenal. I think he's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, he said so. He confirmed it's an Arsenal fan.
Okay. All right. So Ebuka, I owe you apologies. I see this message all the time on the show. Please add me to the group. Why am I always forgetting? I've seen the number 319 is the end and the number. Hopefully it's not the 419. All right, let's get on this. Hello, welcome to the show. Good evening. You're welcome. Compliment of the season. Merry Christmas to you. How are you doing?
I'm calling from Ejiboya.
All right.
AGK is my name.
Ejike. I could say Ejike, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So talk to me.
My brother know the free for Premiership.
Why do you say that? Tell me.
Every week blunder. That's the guy na penalty now. I know be Arsenal fan. I know be Liverpool fan. I'm a Madrid fan.
Okay.
But I like good football.
Okay. You love good football. I'm loving that.
I love good football. When you play ball, win successfully.
Okay.
That ball a penalty.
Oh.
It's a penalty.
Well, okay.
It's a handball.
But it's a handball, right? So the referee.
Yeah, it's a handball for me.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll take that from you, HK. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Tomorrow is another day, right?
Thank you. Have a nice day. You know the rest, too.
I know the rest, Abby.
You know the rest. There's supposed to be rest. So two of you go see that rest.
No, we don't want to rest.
I walk.
HK, come on, days. If I'm at home resting, I mean, who will give you updates? Think about it, right?
No.
Thank you so much.
God will be your power.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't do without God. Thank you so much, HK. I appreciate you anytime.
I know.
Take care. And it's said to my face, you know the rest. You know, one of my shows on the show, I'd be like, did you know Kizzy K did not take leave from work because of you? And that's big, right? David, you know what's a big one, right? I didn't take leave for the year. It's not a hype. I would have taken it. It could have been anybody's on me.
The truth is, it's just a love for the job. And
I can't imagine where I'm going to be away from home and the show will just be there and I'm going to be talking to you. I mean, you mean a lot to me. That's the reason why I'm here. The lines are still very much open. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. Ebuka from Alaba sent a message on WhatsApp saying, Kizzy K, that was not a penalty. Liverpool, we are lucky. Ebuka from Alaba. Are you kidding me right now? But I will take that from a fan's perspective, right?
Yeah, true.
Lucky Liverpool at Anfield. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Yeah, Enes calling back.
Okay, Enes, I have you back. Thank God.
Yeah. I was thinking about the handball. Seriously, Arsenal escaped that one. That was an handball.
Right.
Yeah.
So what team had the better game? What team had the better game?
Yes. The both team have the better game, and I think if Liverpool can win the game, they deserve it. If Arsenal win the game, they deserve it because everybody were getting chances, missing chances, especially Liverpool through Alexander Arnold.
Oh, okay.
I guess Arnold he have better option. He have Darwin Núñez, Mo Salah, and better option than to pass the goal, but
are we not surprised to see Salah pass the ball? It could have been selfish if you want to be, but Salah, we know how Salah wants to score goals. But I mean, it was a mistake, right? Everybody felt Arnold would have scored.
Trust me, assuming that place where Alexander Arnold is. That it was Mohamed Salah that would have been so.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Enes. Right?
Yeah, thank you.
Safe man, I appreciate you. Okay, Saint Michael on YouTube says Merry Christmas. Wish you all the joy, love, and abundance of Christmas. Have a great celebration. I don't wash my hands. Anything? Okay, I don't wash my hands. Come on for anything because I'm Chelsea. Okay. Mikado from Magodo. Goodness me, that's magical, right? Are you kidding me? Welcome to the show.
Kizzy K.
Merry Christmas to you. How you feeling? How you doing?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I am in. Okay. I'm not out. I am in.
Welcome to the show. How are you today?
Who is within the studio? I'm just joining now.
Oh, okay. I have Sikan in the studio, and also David E. You hear from Sikan more in the Nations Cup.
Okay, David E. How are you?
Greetings, sir. Good evening. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, so I wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna see 2024 in good health in Jesus' name.
Amen to your prayers. Can we get your name? Let's get your name. Let's get your name. What's your name?
I'm mistaken. I calling from Ikeja.
Big name. Okay.
Big name.
Alright.
Anyway, I just want to greet you people. I don't know what people are discussing, but I had Arsenal and Liverpool.
Okay, I will let you go now, but let me ask you one question. I need a yes or no. Martin Odegaard, the handball in the box, was that a penalty for you or not?
The Arsenal and Liverpool match.
Did you see the game?
Yes, it was a handball. It was a handball.
Okay, thank you so much.
Because even one of the players confessed after the match.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So if not for that one alone makes me to believe that it's a handball.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. All right. Welcome to the show. Good evening. What's your name?
Good to be my man.
Greetings to you.
Guys, especially in the studio. Compliment of the season.
Compliment of the season.
I already know SAS.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Let me just go straight into the weekend game. I think Arsenal had it in their hands to actually win that game because I looked at that back line of Liverpool. I feel it was a kind of weak back line. Right?
Weak back line with the Konate and Virgil van Dijk?
No, I'm kind of referring to the full backs now.
Oh, Simicas.
Simicas. Gomez was in, at the part of the game. So I felt like Atlanta could have deployed, those of it. I tried the threat from Saka and Marcel. They could have done to those fullback and capitalized on the weakness of Arnold and Gomez because, in my opinion, I don't think they are the two strongest fullback that Liverpool has got. And I think they failed to actually, exploit especially that loopholes that Liverpool has in the fullback.
Yeah,
I think they could have, grabbed all 3 points. It was like that smash and grab was in the air because Liverpool looked shaky. Even in the midfield, they didn't have the best of midfield. The likes of Endo and Gravenberg. I mean, these are not the go-to guys. When it comes to starting them. So I think Arsenal could have grabbed all 3 points because for me they far the better team and they deserve all 3 points. Aside from the controversies that we saw on the board, they were the better team for me. They have to start taking their chances and beat the big teams convincingly if they want to win the Premier League. But for me, I know that Man City is so banker. We go win them again.
Okay, thank you so much, Osas. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we'll join again, right? Safe man. If I have my time to analyze that very game, you would understand. See, Gomez came in and it was amazing.
Totally, absolutely.
He has not scored a goal for club and country. That's the only thing I feel bad for him, right? Okay. But apart from that, he was just on his A game. He started with shock, with fear, but later on he got on the game. Now, if you want to look at both sides, Arnold, did you see that world class? I've never seen such pass this season from middle half, and he's saying
something else, man.
Did you see that? So we felt like Martinelli should have taken advantage. He never did.
Yeah.
He never did. So that's not lucky they got the Declan Rice.
You know, interesting because
I don't know what would have happened.
Two Liverpool fans, and they were saying something about Gomez when he came in. They were like, okay, we've lost this game.
Yeah.
So they never believed in him at all. But he came and he changed. He changed the game.
You're welcome. Let's talk. Let's have you. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Easy, the son of K.
Okay, you're welcome. Merry Christmas to you. How are you today? What's your name?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. This is Casey all the way from heaven.
Casey, I want to tell you all the time, you're not in heaven. You are heaven. You are part of heaven. You're not in the heaven, I know.
Blue heaven.
Please, you're in blue heaven. You're not in heaven, I know. Okay. Welcome to the show. Talk to me quickly. Your cup time.
Easy for that Odegaard, this is a penalty though, but we are lucky there.
Oh, we were lucky. I love the word we were lucky. I'm loving that.
You see that Liverpool match? That game showed that Arsenal we need striker, we need finisher. Even the same thing happened against Aston Villa. We create all the chances and then taking the chances, nobody to take it. Martinelli is not that strong. Look at Konate. Just small body like this. Martinelli will just go and fall
entirely. Okay, Casey. Casey, can you do me a favor? Can we talk tomorrow? Cup time frame. Let's go, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Tomorrow will be cool, right?
Yes.
Safe, man. Safe. I got you, bro. Safe. Hello, welcome to the show. What's the name? Quickly, time. Are you here?
Hello, good evening. JD from Sulere.
JD, okay, let's have you. 30 seconds with number bad. Welcome. Talk to me.
Yes, a certain Man City fan said Arsenal did not exploit the Liverpool backside because they had Arnold and Cynicals. It was the same Man City that played the same backside against Liverpool and threw 1-1 at the Etihad Stadium. See, I told the start of the season, Arsenal win the league. Remember I told you?
Yeah, you said so.
You can take that to the bank.
JD.
Liverpool just escaped.
JD.
Yeah.
I was going to get you on the spot. Yeah? What happens if Arsenal don't win the league? What will you give me?
No, they will.
What happens? Tell me what happens. Because you call me every time and you tell me this in my face. Who told you? How do you know? From your house? Who told you?
I have told you. I said everything works in their favor. Anytime Arteta misses something inside the season, the following season, he goes on to win.
How?
Remember, he finished fifth. He was supposed to finish the top four. Sports finished fourth.
Is that what you're using?
Year, he went top four.
Okay. All right, JD, let me let you go. Let me let you go. Time frame, all right. Tomorrow we'll talk, right? Safe, man. I appreciate it, JD. We need to go. Time check. 7 minutes gone past the hours of 5 p.m. right here. It was fun. it was fun and still fun. I can't get more calls on the show because time is far gone. But hopefully tomorrow I'll let you know about the Sergeant Ratcliffe. I've got it very, very well noted, and time will not let me go into detail of that. But maybe tomorrow I start with that. So did you know the factor time? And they say, the rest, right? It's a full talk. We keep talking, right? We never stop talking. It is VOP 90.3 FM to the world. I need to go now, but I've got the man in the studio with me, David E, and also Sikan. So, Sikan, let's have you, your last word on the show before we run.
Well, guys, if you don't get chicken, monarchy fish. Have a Merry Christmas.
Safe, man. Okay, David E, let's have you now.
All right, this was a beautiful time out with you as always, and I will always say, please don't forget to always pray for Nigeria. There is no great nation like ours. Merry Christmas and God bless Nigeria.
Okay, Sam. Sincerely, there's no great nation as ours. It is the voice of David E. Also, he had Sikan. I need to go now. The world news coming up next. 6 p.m. right here. Esin Wachiku will be in the building. But very importantly, you need to know without God, there is no Kizuke. And there is nothing wrong in starting small, but there's everything wrong when you settle for less. Keep dreaming big, Legal City and beyond, and work hard to make it a reality. I'm the voice of the mic. Merry Christmas. It's a very big one. We've seen one. The next one is the crossover, and I pray God help us. We keep going, keep excelling, keep going, seeing more years. Many started this race with us, but today they are no more. So it's tomorrow. Reason why I say that on the radio all the time. It looks very short, like a sentence, but it's a big one. Just never stop thanking God for life. It can only be God. Thank you so much, Lagos City. My name is KZK.